640, welcome back. Remember this, in April of last year, we saw historic flooding across West Michigan. Road closures, building evacuations, water rescues, they all kept first responders very, very busy. No doubt this winter has brought substantial snowfall totals too. So there are more concerns now about flooding again this year when all of that melts. But there are some things you can do right now to make sure that your family is ready. This morning on Daybreak, we're getting you prepared for any form of emergency. And we're joined by Carla Black, an emergency preparedness coordinator with Kent County. So Carla, we got to talk about this. You basically dropped in here to talk about this, what you can do to prepare for when the snow and ice does melt, if we get ice jams, that sort of thing. And you've got basically a $5 kit for us, right?
Yeah. Normally what FEMA recommends is that you're supposed to have a gallon per person per day for an emergency for up to 3 days, and food and flashlights, batteries, extra medication. I mean, the list goes on and on. And
it's a lot to have in your household here.
Yes.
Nobody really has all that stuff ready to go, right?
It's really hard. I mean, some people are from day to day with food even, so it's really hard to have a kit. So what I've done is I've assembled a kit that's less than $5, and you can MacGyver it.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, you're gonna MacGyver. So what do you got to do? Tell me about the kit then.
So overall, what we start out with is just a quart plastic bag. That's all it is. And really, there's so many things you can do with just a bag alone. It can end up being a glove. If you really had to, you could close it up and you make it something waterproof. And what most people don't really think about are these little edges right here on the edge of the bag. You can use that to scrub things off if you really had to. And so right here, I mean, this is the start of your emergency preparedness kit, just a quart-sized plastic bag.
And you can put all that stuff in there too, can't you?
We have a whole bunch of other things here because during emergencies, communication is always key.
Right.
So one of the things that we have that is actually available at the Kent County Health Department, so if you want one of these, you can call us. It's called a Z card. And what this is, it folds out, and actually, it kind of has a lot of preparedness information on one side, but on the other, it gives you a space to put all the phone numbers on, because everyone has cell phones nowadays. Who actually remembers the phone numbers of everyone outside of the area?
That's a good point.
So when your cell phone battery dies and there's no electricity,
you're in trouble, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. What is mom's number? I have no idea.
Don't know.
Yeah.
So this is a great way to have this ready to go, and it folds up really easily, and it also can go in your kit. What we also have up here is just a simple Sharpie marker. I mean, during Katrina, a lot of people were separated from their children. I have a 2-year-old at home, and I am more than willing to write on my child, my name is, my parents are, they can be found at. I mean, because this is a great way to let people know.
If you get separated, then the emergency responders or whoever does find that, your child will know who to call, right?
Exactly. And one of the interesting things about the Sharpie marker also is that once it's done, you could probably break off the top of this and use this as kind of a waterproof container. So if you want to put pills in it after you pull out the felt, you got a container.
All right, thank you, MacGyver. That's good stuff. All right, and moving on here, we got a whistle, obviously.
Right, whistles are great because you can use that for communication. So let's say that you're trapped in your car and you're saying help, 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 but is your voice really that loud?
Going to carry that far, right?
Whistles are way better for communication.
Not bad, and it's also good in the sound of music.
Also, kind of related to the Sharpie marker, we have hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is great too. Wash your hands if you will, but also you can erase Sharpie marker off of glass surfaces or anything like that. So if you leave a note or you need to erase something with Sharpie marker, hand sanitizer works.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have time to get to all of this stuff here, but we'll put it online for everybody to take a look at here. Some of the other things you have here, because obviously there's some Kleenex and a rescue blanket too. So a lot of great stuff there. Thank you so much for coming in with your MacGyver kit, your less than $5 kit to survive the floods that may or may not be headed our way here this spring.
We will see.
Hopefully not.
Exactly.
But obviously Storm Team 8 will keep us abreast of that as well. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Carla Black, Kent County Health Department. We'll be right back. Stay with us.